Sri Guru Charitra, Chapter 5. Incarnation of Sri Pada Sri Vallabha. This chapter describes the reincarnation of Sri Dattatreya in the Kali Yuga as Sri Pada Sri Vallabha in Pithapuram as a son to Sumata. Sri Pada Sri Vallabha sets out on his divine mission at a very early age after curing his lame and blind brothers and blessing the household with endless prosperity. Siddha Yogi again referred to the curse of Durvasa Rishi on Lord Vishnu. Due to this curse, Lord Vishnu had reincarnated himself several times. Each of the incarnations subdued evil, re-established dharma, destroyed the wicked people and helped and protected the good. Like the incarnations of Vishnu in the earlier yugas, in Kali Yuga, Lord Dattatreya too had to incarnate to promote righteousness, to dispel spiritual ignorance which had overtaken the world due to the influence of Kali, and to light the lamp of wisdom amongst people. Lord Dattatreya was born as Sri Pada Sri Vallabha. The Siddha Yogi narrated about this avatar to Namdharak. There is a place called Pithapuram on the eastern coast of southern India. There lived a pious Brahmin couple in this place. The husband's name was Appalaraju and the wife's name was Sumata. While managing the household on one hand, Sumata used to devotedly assist her husband in religious rituals on the other. She was very hospitable and used to serve guests with great veneration. On one Amavasya, there was a Shraddh ceremony in the house. All the food preparations were ready, but the priests had still to take the sacramental food. At this juncture, a sannyasi came near the back door and asked for food. How to offer food for this strange guest before the priests were fed was a dilemma for Sumata. On Shraddh days, to feed anyone before the priests who symbolize and represent the departed souls, the Pitri Devatas, are fed is prohibited. If anyone else is fed, it is supposed to nullify the merit and the purpose of the Shraddh ceremony. In her dilemma, Sumata looked with embarrassment at the face of the sannyasi. She instantaneously felt that the guest was no ordinary being. Has God himself come to test me? She felt. She forgot everything as to what was right and what was wrong, and she rushed to serve him food. Lo! The mendicant was Guru Dattatreya himself. Dattatreya was extremely pleased with Sumata for her goodness of heart and said, "Mother, I am very much pleased with you. Ask for whatever boon you may wish." At this, Sumata was overjoyed. In that ecstasy, she spoke out, "Maharaj, let the word mother, Amma, as you addressed me, now become true and real. That is, may you be born to me. That is all what I beseech you." The Lord said, "So be it," and instantly disappeared. In course of time, Sumata became a mother and Sri Pada Sri Vallabha, the incarnation of Lord Dattatreya, was born to her as her son. In truth, it was not a birth in the normal sense. It was the manifestation of the Lord as a child in the house. How blessed is the mother that bore the Lord as her child. The child was named Sri Pada as advised by the priests of the place, as the child's feet bore all the auspicious and holy marks and signs like the conch, chakra, etc. Sri Pada's thread ceremony, Upanaya Samskara, was performed at the age of 7. Just as the initiation ceremony commenced, Sri Pada shone like Jnana Bhaskara, sun of wisdom, and started reciting Vedic mantras with great mastery. All the Pandits and scholars were dazed at Sri Pada's self-manifested knowledge and wisdom and bowed down to him. When Sri Pada attained marriageable age, his parents had found a suitable match for him. They told him about it. Sri Pada smilingly said, "Renunciation or Vairagya alone is my companion in life, and every woman in the world is none else but my mother." As he said that the Vairagya Stri or Yoga Stri would be his life's companion, he came to be known as Sri Vallabha, Sri Pada Sri Vallabha. Sri Pada further said, "My mission is to go out into the world to give initiation to and guide the sadhus." Saying thus, he sought permission from his parents to take to sannyasa and leave the home. But it was too much for the parents to give their consent. How could they forego such a son? The situation was all the more poignant because among the other 2 children they had, one was dumb and deaf and the other was blind, and both were invalids and mentally retarded. If Sri Pada Sri Vallabha forsook them, who would look after them in their old age? What would be the plight of the family? That was the anxiety and anguish of the parents. Sri Pada understood their worry and anxiety. He called his brothers near him, cast a divine and benevolent gaze at them with overflowing love, and what a wonder! Instantly their physical and mental disabilities disappeared. They became perfectly normal and also gained instantaneously the knowledge of all the Vedas and scriptures. All were overwhelmed with joy. Sripada then blessed all of them, saying that they would have a healthy and prosperous life. He enjoined on his brothers to serve the parents with love and devotion and assured them all liberation in that birth itself. Sripada Srivallabha then decided to set out on his mission. He bade goodbye to his parents. To his mother he said, "Mother, don't be sorry that I am leaving you now. I have got a divine mission to fulfill. I have to redeem the world from the ignorance it is steeped in. I have taken this birth as your son only to redeem humanity. I have to instill into it into all people faith in God and reveal to them the divine glory." He consoled all his relatives with his kindly advice and loving words and went out of sight in a trice. Using his yogic powers, he travelled with the speed of mind and reached the holy Varanasi or Kasi instantly. There he remained incognito. He then went to Badarikashram on a pilgrimage, worshipped the deity there, and then went to the south. He arrived at Gokarna Mahabaleshwar. Gokarna is a hallowed place. It is the seat of Mahabaleshwar Shivalinga. Sripada Srivallabha stayed there for 3 years and with his presence made it even a holier place. Thus ends the 5th chapter of Sri Guru Charitra, describing the reincarnation of Lord Dattatreya as Sripada Srivallabha. Glory to the All-Merciful, the Omnipresent and the ever-responsive Gurunath.